Well, there's nothing like playing the underdog on stage, let alone a bad guy the audience can't help but like.
It's a dream role for one of the stars of a new Broadway musical comedy. CBS 2's Dana Tyler talks to one of the frontmen of A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder.
I'm grateful indeed for your gracious bestowment. Yes, Wadsworth, I told you. Be just a moment!
Actor Bryce Pinkham plays the gentleman caught in a farce as he merrily murders his way to money. This is Pinkham's third Broadway show and another original role for him and Bryce Pinkham joining us here this morning. Hello.
Hello there.
You were having a good time.
I am having a good time. I got to tell you, I've never done any of it in the real world, but serial killing on Broadway is fun.
Well, and with good motive here. It's
Indeed.
all about money. Let's talk about this musical, a new musical, A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder.
Yes, so as you mentioned, I play the titular gentleman, and my character finds out at the beginning of the show that he is a distant heir to a great fortune and a title, the Earl of the Realm, and so he goes on his way, removing all of the relatives that stand in his way, all played by Jefferson Mays, Tony Award winner, incredible actor. So it's a raucous.
It's a raucous. So when we say murdering his way, and it is, as we can see here from the video, it is funny. I mean, I sat there just trying to keep up with everything. It's a physical show for you too, right, Bryce?
Yes, it's very physical. I've been liking it to playing sports. You know, I played a lot of sports growing up. It reminds me of the way after the show, the way I felt after playing a soccer game or something. I'm drained, but in the best sort of way. Feels like being a professional athlete a little.
I bet so. When we talk about original role, that's really something that's quite wonderful for an actor. But it's also scary, isn't it?
It is, and you know, I have to say there have been plenty of actors who had a hand in helping this show get to Broadway.
Took a decade, right?
Yeah, it's been in development for over 10 years, but I'm the lucky one who gets to carry the torch at this moment, and it is very special to originate something because it's yours, and you get to put your mark on it and feel like you own it every night, and it's one of my favorite things to do is originate things.
You're working with someone who's done that and won a Tony for it.
Yes.
Jefferson Mays, who won a Tony for I Am My Own Wife. He plays 8 different people your character is trying to murder. Every time we look up, he's something else. Tell me about the chemistry with him, what it's like working with someone like him with such experience.
Well, he's a true chameleon. I mean, I think of him as sort of a modern Marvel. Do you know? There are not a lot of actors out there who can truly fool you before your very eyes. He'll return to the stage as a completely different character, and you'll have to actually remind yourself that it's the same actor. He's extraordinary, and I have to remind myself occasionally that it is actually Jefferson out there next to me.
I was also interested in reading about you, the other part of your life that is involved in a nonprofit organization called Zara. Say it for me.
Zara Ina.
Zara Ina.
Yes, and there's no reason you should be able to pronounce it because it's in a foreign language. This is Zara Ina means share life in Malagasy, which is of course the language of Madagascar. And this is a not-for-profit organization that I started with another actor to take American artists to Madagascar to work with at-risk youth and to use theater and storytelling to empower them, to teach them teamwork, discipline, focus, and to do a bit of a cross-cultural exchange that really gave all of our American artists something in return as well.
This is from the website Zara Ina, and what I liked so much in reading, you know so many of these children are living below the poverty level. There are many issues that need to be solved, but you specifically are helping them with creativity, school supplies, and all of that you're giving to them, but you've gotten so much out of it too.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know, we like to say that you know, we're not trying to improve their schooling. We're actually trying to supplement it. We're trying to give them the confidence and the ability to think creatively about what's possible for them. You know, the imagination's a powerful thing, and when you can imagine something being better, you can actually see a clearer path. And there's no response like that you get standing on stage, having created something of your own, and having a group of strangers clap for you.
In Madagascar.
In Madagascar.
A world away.
And those children are able to experience that, and we've seen how it empowers them to feel, just to stand a little taller and to feel like it might be possible to keep going in school. It's a very hard thing to do when you're, as you said, below the poverty line and living in a desperate situation.
You stand a little taller back here on Broadway, too, because of it?
Indeed. You know, this was my first audition when I came back from Africa, and I contend to this day that part of the reason I'm in this role now is because I had the perspective to go over there and realize how important it is, how lucky it is to have the opportunity to follow my dreams, to be on Broadway, but also, at the end of the day, how it's you know, it's just entertainment. It's important. It's important to make people laugh. One thing we did learn over there is everybody speaks the language of laughter. You know, and that's where we really connected, was through laughter.
Zara Ina.
Indeed.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Bryce Pinkham, starring in A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder at the Walter Kerr Theater.